How's it going, you guys? Ben here, and I'm at the home of jazz where Louis Armstrong became well known. I'm in New Orleans, Louisiana, here to do a medical school interview tomorrow. And since I started making videos, I decided why not let you guys see in on what I do on a typical interview visit. I generally tend to stay around 2 days. I come in the day before, do my interview, and I leave that night so I can save some money on, staying at a hotel or Airbnb. So yeah, my flight wasn't that long because I flew in from Atlanta, so it was only about an hour and 30-minute flight, plus or minus 30 minutes due to, waiting for people to board the plane and like a bunch of other stuff you guys know that delay plane flights. But here I am in Louisiana. I want to go check out the French Quarter since I have only about 36 hours in the city, and not gonna lie, most of those hours is going to be me sleeping, interviewing, and traveling back and forth from and to the airport. So I only have a short amount of time, maybe 4 to 5 hours max, to actually check out the city. And something that I really love doing while I'm in my medical school interviews is actually checking out the city that I might potentially permanently live in for 4 years. So it's very important for me to check out the city. So the most historic city in New Orleans, not New Orleans is the city. The most historic place in New Orleans is the French Quarter. So I'm going to be checking out the French Quarter today, and I'm going to bring you guys with me in my travels. And full on disclaimer, I am filming with my phone. The mic on my phone is not that great. The video quality on my phone is not that great. So there is a chance that I won't be giving personal dialogue during the vlog. I'll just be taking images and then I will add in audio later. We'll see how it goes after I'm done filming everything and I go over the footage. But sorry if that happens. There's nothing I can really do unless I get a better camera and a better video setup, but that won't be for another maybe couple of months. And also today's weather is kind of murky here and it's pretty chilly. That's why I have the sweater on. It was pretty chilly in Atlanta too. I feel like the weather is generally around the same in both cities because they're so close to each other. Can't help the weather, so footage might be a little dark. And yeah, so before we actually get to the French Quarter, I'm gonna go walk down to the Whole Foods to get some frozen meals so I can eat throughout the day and in the morning for breakfast before I head on to my interview. Quick reminder, there will be no footage during the interview because that's unprofessional and I want to give a good impression to the school. Hopefully I'll do well, but I just don't want to, make someone angry, and I also want to show that I really do care about the place I'm interviewing at. And for anonymity, I won't be telling you guys which school I'm actually interviewing at, but I'll give you a hint. If you know your medical schools, you should know what school it is. What happens if you have one lane and you add a lane? How many lanes do you have? That's your hint. It's pretty basic. You guys should know what school I'm interviewing at. Alright, so let's get some food, have a snack, and check out the French Quarter, and maybe try some Creole and Cajun food. Okay, I got my entrees, my water, and I'm ready to go. Okay, so now that we got our basic necessities to live in this hotel room for the day, let's go down to the French Quarter. hotel room after spending around 2 hours in the French Quarter. Started to get a little dark. Didn't want to take my chances and stay dark later than I should because I'm a very small person and, I'm traveling alone. So I got to practice some safe traveling, just safe traveling habits. So I'm going to go finish my dinner, going to go to the gym, go work out, and take a shower, go to sleep, and be up at 6 a.m. tomorrow for my interview. So I'll see you guys then. Hey guys, so I know what it looks like. I'm back in my house and it's technically not the next day, but to be honest with you, once I woke up at 6 a.m. I was just not feeling filming. And I did record a short clip, but I was like, I was mispronouncing Cafe du Monde, so I decided not to include that with this video. But the next day was basically me getting ready for the interview. I don't generally like to comment on my performance at the interview because I feel like it brings bad juju, so we're not going to talk about that. But I was looking forward to taking some really good footage on places where I went to go eat. But after the interview, I just had this really big piercing headache, so I was just like, I don't think I can film. But I did take some photos, not many, but I did take some, so like you'll see the flashing photos about right now. But the first place I went to, it was a seafood restaurant called Harbor Seafood in Kenner, Louisiana, and they're very well known for having very good fried seafood. So what I got was something called the swamp platter. It was $20 and it was a huge dish full of fried seafoods, everything you can find in the Louisiana swamps, general stuff like crawfish and shrimp, but also some very unique items. And if you go there, you should definitely try it. And the other thing that I really got to try was I actually went to Cafe du Monde, the famous Cafe du Monde at New Orleans, and I tried their beignets, and I wasn't really expecting much from the beignets because they looked kind of simple to me, and they also looked overly sweet. But you know what, I decided to give it a try, and once I put that beignet in my mouth, I had a new world experience. It was super light, super fluffy. It was sweet, but not overly sweet. I think the confectionery powdered sugar really added to the flavor of the dish. I did choke on it a little bit the first time I did try, but it was absolutely delicious. And then when I looked at the calories, I was like, okay, I'm only having 1.5. But they're incredibly cheap. I think for 3, you get them for about maybe $4-ish bucks. So I thought it was a really good value. I didn't try the coffee because coffee makes me incredibly jittery, and I had a headache already and I wasn't going to make it worse. After that, I went to the airport and I flew home, and it was like 11 p.m. at night, so I went to sleep after that. So that was it. That's basically how it is every time I go out to an interview. I was incredibly lucky to go check out the city of New Orleans, and I hope you guys liked what I did there and like what you can do when you go to an interview. Even if it's a short amount of time, you can make the most out of your experience there. Thank you. Be sure to like, subscribe, share this video, and I'll see you on the next one.